Welcome to the Courtroom Chronicles, Trials of South Africa. My name is Busisiwe Mohapi. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. That's a welcome. Olorato Mungale was smart, beautiful, and she was building her future. But one date with the wrong man cost her her future. And this isn't just true crime, it's real life stories. And it could happen to any of us. In fact, now we're not even asking it could happen to who, we're asking who's next. That's how sad it is. So she was a 30-year-old postgraduate at Wits, and she was a former Times Live journalist, passionate about justice, like I am, passionate about justice. And yeah, and this happened, this terrible thing happened to her. She was excited to go on a new date. She texted a friend just before she disappeared. Her story was full of light until it was stolen. I cannot stress this enough, my beautiful ladies. It's difficult to live in South Africa these days, very difficult, and I need us to be extra careful. I know we cannot be 100% to the T careful, but we can try our best. We need to do it for our children, for ourselves. Gubi, it's tough. It's tough. So let us look at the timeline. She was picked up by a white VW Polo with cloned plates. That is number one. We always say make sure that you take screenshots of the number plates, the person, but these number plates were cloned. Number two, her phone and bag were dished, and her body was found hours later in Lombardy West. Forensics tied the car to a Durban workshop. The crime happened here. The car is in Durban. Who would have thought that the car is in Durban? And this is why we need police to act as fast as they can. I don't know whether it's the stories that make it to social media that get the most attention or what. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comment section. But the car was down there. I wouldn't have thought that the car would be found there, but it was there. Look at the distance. And then 3 suspects were named. 1 was arrested, and the others are still on the run. I'm not going to tell you who the 3 suspects are. I need you to go for yourself. Go check this out. Look at the names and the pictures. It's your homework. I need us to be responsible. I need us to be alert, to be self-aware. Minafuti, if I could, would stop this thing of dating online. But we are not the same, and we need to meet our better halves. But I'm telling you, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. The SAPS is working across all provinces. The anti-kidnapping unit and private security. The suspects are linked to fake profiles and possibly other unsolved murders. There's even a program, a television program in the United States called Catfish. That's how dangerous it is. That's how people are deceitful. Someone will deceive you for months or years thinking they are who they are, and they are not. They're using fake profiles. This is how they scam a lot of people also. On Facebook and other places, they used these fake profiles. Are these serial predators using social media to lure women? Yes, I think so. I think this is an organized crime, and they're doing these heinous crimes and hiding under those fake behind those fake profiles. So let us talk about the dangers of dating today. It is tough. Dating in SA is not just risky, it's deadly. Red flags to watch out for. Let us talk about the ones that people can even share their stories in the comment section. We need to create awareness. A person will tell you, let's meet at my place for the first date. They refuse to video call or voice chats before meeting. And with AI, it's just getting even more complicated, because someone can clone your voice and all of that. Doesn't exist on Google or LinkedIn. You type their name and surname, you can't find anything. A person will give you even a wrong name and surname. I don't know, what are we going to do? They don't want to share their last name or legit details. That's a red flag. Too smooth, too fast. They love bomb you from day one. I get narcissists love this. They will love bomb you. Even if you know them very well, you met at church or wherever where you met. So imagine how a stranger would use this to their advantage. Send you flowers quickly, and now I'm sending my car to come and fetch you. And women, we love things. So my ladies, please, I need you to be careful. Ne? And you know, Olorato just went on a date. She didn't know all of this. Hey, it's terrible. What happened is very, very terrible. So this is just creating awareness and talking about this to help other ladies as well. You know, unfortunately, Olorado is the example. It is very, very sad. I feel for the family, for everyone who knows her as a woman in South Africa, I'm touched as well about her story. Tips for safer dating: always meet in public spaces, well lit and crowded spaces. Share your live location with multiple people. Mina njengaba uyindawo. For if it were for me, you would just stay where you are. But if you have to share your life with multiple people, use reverse image search to check their profile pictures. Keep a safe word with your bestie. Tell someone where you're going. This thing of I'm old enough, I'm going, don't ask me where I'm going, it has to end, because we won't know whether to start in Germiston looking for you, for Sloras, Joburg, Soweto. We won't know. So please let someone know where you are and where you're going. And also, don't get into strangers' cars on date one or ever. For me, just don't ever. One thing, a principle that I've created for myself: I don't care how tired I am. If I'm not using a car and I'm walking, you offer me a lift, I don't take it. I don't care you are an older man, you are young, you look innocent or not, your intentions are pure or they are evil. I do not get into people's cars, strangers' cars, where you think someone is giving you a lift and then they pass with you, you end up in Limpopo or wherever, or in KZN or Cape Town, because you were in a car and you thought someone is giving you a lift. I don't. That's a principle that I've made for myself. You screenshot conversations, license plates, and locations. You save it all. Look, the license was cloned. So the license plate was cloned. So it's something else. So it shouldn't be on women to do all this. But until the system catches up, we have to move smart as women. We have to move loud. We have to protect each other. So with that being said, this is said, and there's a candlelight visual on Lombardy West, and the public cries, excuse me, for justice and systematic change, systematic change. English, yeah, and police ministers commend SAPS, but women say, enough talk, we want safety. Yeah, we want safety and justice for Olorado. It means getting those suspects behind bars. That's what we want. We want justice for women in SA to, take back control. It's too much. Through educating and what we're doing right now, action, accountability, and to viewers, please share this video. Talk to your daughters, talk to your sisters, your friends. We are not just telling stories here. We are building a resistance. This is what we are trying to do. And rest in power, Olorado. We will not let your name fade. Your story is a wake-up call, and the other stories that we also have in South Africa. And with that being said, until next time, see you in the next one. God bless you.